Start this game, the Monarchs come in, the defending champs, with a 1-2 record. The Whitby SteelHawks have been impressive to start this season, and of course they are a perfect 3-0, so this will be a good test for both these two teams. Keep an eye on the Fife crew, as there is Devin on one side and Parker on the other, both leading their teams respectively in points. We're underway here. First offensive possession belongs to the SteelHawks. Waste no time. Quick first shot, stopped by Kidd. Bounces back out. Offensive rebound picked up. Another reset for the SteelHawks. They'll work that around to the right side. Big shot there again, right in the basket. Good save there made by Kidd. And the Monarchs now will work with their first offensive possession of this game. Just underway here, Children's Arena. First of two here this afternoon. They'll work it left side, move it around. Henry follows his shot from way out. Easy save made there. And they'll outlet it now, and Whitby will work it up over the timeline. Cody Hamley will work it down. Anderson takes that shot right away, so the SteelHawks wasted no time going to the offensive attack, and that ball lofted up. Was looking for Ben Heidecker, couldn't find him, and the SteelHawks now will look to counter the other way. Good move to elude a couple defenders in Weller, and he'll send it over, and another good reverse step. And that belongs to Braden McGregor. He'll swing it around. On the run, and good defense there as closing the gap and the door were the Monarchs, and another good possession as Kidd will send away Toronto. They'll tiptoe over the timeline, set things up on offense now. Stephen Portelli out there. He'll work it, follows at the top. He'll interchange on that left side. They'll kick it back out. Big shot there, well wide of the mark from Riley Ford. They collect that rebound. No reset, 10 on the shot clock. Chance for a quick stick, couldn't complete it. And the SteelHawks now will move it up with Malloy. James Malloy, wrong stick side. We'll see where he goes. He'll send it to Ferris. He'll kick it over to the right side. He'll get it back, look for something, goes to try to sneak it 5-hole, and you see Kidd kept that right where it should be. And the Monarchs now will move it up with Aaron Funky Walker, Dirty Talker. He'll set things up, let the offense filter out, and they'll start things half boards on the right side. Give and go. Chance there, and a good chance from Parker Pfeiffer. Couldn't get as much on it as he wanted to now, and Weller will hit the trailer. And that one's right on and sneaks through. So Weller does a good job to find the trailer in Braden McGregor, who picks up his first of the game. It's 1-0 for the SteelHawks. Just good transition offense by the SteelHawks as Weller does a good job to find the trailer. Doesn't force it in. And with just over 12 and a half to go here, first goal of the game goes to Whitby. Off the draw, Ferris does a good job to track it down in a neutral zone, gives Whitby possession again. They'll send it over, work it to Leclerc on the half boards. He'll swing it around. They'll start it again to the left. Ferris on the run. Good motion offense by the SteelHawks. That's from well out. That goes off the pipe, so we'll stay right here. Possession belongs to Whitby. They'll make some changes as Nikolai Ferris now will send it back out. Brett Harrison out there as well, working on that left side, as is Pfeiffer. Harrison trying to duck in, tried to flip, that didn't work. Good job by the defense. And here comes Nathan Ethier. Ethier does a good job in transition. He's a great D-man, great transition lacrosse player. And they'll set it up, work it over to Follows. Follows now. He'll tiptoe up. They'll swing it around Portelli. Work it Dan Williams. Williams kick back. That shot from way out finds the mark. So that bullet from Nick Miller time finds the back of the net, and we're tied 1-1. So again, that shot from well out, but it was perfectly placed. So accuracy, a important factor, but when you go with the overhand, still tough for any netminder to stop, as they don't know whether it's going to go up or down. Off the draw, Monarchs control this time. Mason Kaminga, another hard worker for the Monarchs as the defending champs answer. Double team in the corner. And a good job as they strip Campbell Parker. And now in transition, here come the SteelHawks. They'll pull it back out with Nyland. He does a good job hesitating. Now he'll go to the attack, swinging around right side. On the run, underhand. That's steered aside. Whitby's going to scoop that up, but a good double team, and here come the Monarchs. In transition, Graydon Power. Power, wrong stick side, couldn't get a good accurate shot off. And Ferris now will dump it off. Had Pfeiffer streaking through, but he couldn't handle the pass cleanly. Monarchs now will counter the other way. Quick shot and another good save at the other end for Caleb Martin. And now the SteelHawks will set things up in the offensive end. Send it over to the right. Liam Osborne, he'll peel back out, kick it out. We're under 10.5 to go here first quarter. Good child. We'll swing that across. Pfeiffer's shot deflected, so went weakly to Kidd, and now the Monarchs are going to have to hurry to get over the timeline. They do just that. Heidecker dumps it off Portelli. Portelli trying to roll around. Good defense there, though. John Leclerc with some good solid cross-checking, and it's Follows. Follows. He'll pop back out, 10 on the shot clock. Portelli pushed way out. Good defense by the SteelHawks. Good pad save made there by Martin. And again, another fresh 30 with Dan Williams and the Monarchs. Swing it around, Follows. They'll work it deep down in that left corner. Getting a step and finding a mark on the run. That was a beauty sidearm. And Riley Ford on the scoreboard with his first goal of the game. And the Monarchs with a 2-1 lead. Tough shot for any goaltender to stop. On the run, pulling the sidearm, so the release point a little tricky for any goaltender to pick up, and just a good job finding that far corner by Riley Ford. Off the draw, SteelHawks control. 9.5 to go here opening quarter. We're at Children's Arena as Week 4 continues in the Arenalacrosseleague. This game, too. Earlier yesterday, it was the Peterborough Timbermen over the Brampton Express. 18-12 the final there. That shot right on. Easy save made by Kidd. And off to the races go the Monarchs in transition. It's Ethier. Ethier avoids a stick check, does a good job. Pfeiffer's going to retreat, let the defense come out. Monarchs will set up on 0. We're under 9 minutes. Taking it strong and diving through. So Parker Pfeiffer on the board for the Monarchs. That's his first of the game, 7th goal of the season. And a 3-1 lead for the defending champs. Anytime an offensive player can leave his feet, puts the goaltender at a disadvantage, and that was the case there as one of the Fife Dog crews, of course, the two brothers playing against each other. It was Parker that got the edge last year in a late goal. And they continue to battle. But I tell you, hats off to the Fife Dog crew as they are one talented bunch. And with 8:48 to go, we're going to have our first penalty call of the game. And, of course, forgot to mention some outstanding officials. Mark Sandman Sands, the crew chief here. Fast Eddie Fines also in the house. So a slash to Darius Anderson gives the Monarchs their first power play opportunity of this game. And they have been very good with the man advantage. That shot, bouncer off the side. So Pfeiffer letting it rip, but nothing doing there, and a good save from Martin. And now SteelHawks can't get it cleanly. Follows the recipient. So the Monarchs, as quick as they were going to go off on D, will set it up now on offense. So Parker Pfeiffer will quarterback out there with Williams Portelli on that right side. Follows on the left. And they'll give everyone a touch here with 1:25 to go in a man advantage. 10 on the shot clock. Pfeiffer goes behind the net. Follows, looking for a duck in. Can't get the crease dive, kick out Portelli. Swing down Williams. Williams kick back out. Pfeiffer sidearm. And they run out of time, so 1-2 passes too many. Good defensive hold by the SteelHawks, and they now will look to burn some clock with just over a minute to go in the man short. Osborne out there with Harrison. Filtering out late is Jeff Fernandez, and one of the other Fifers in Devon. Good job getting to the net, and a good effort from Osborne. Comes up empty, though. Parker's going to set it up under 7.5 to go here. Monarchs trying to pad their 2-goal lead here. And a quick stick, and follows, picks up his own rebound. 2 good saves, though, made there by Kidd. And now in transition, chance here. Trent Boyd rings it off the crossbar. And with 7:07 to go, that'll take us to our first officials timeout. Back after our officials timeout as we are set to go. 19 seconds left in the Whitby penalty. So they're going to look to burn that off in this possession alone. But keep an eye out because they will attack. Ferris will swing it back, and they'll keep it well away, work the shot clock down, plenty of time. 5 left in the penalty. It's Tyler Goodchild. Goodchild's going to bounce off a couple, gets an opening, ducks in, moves closer, goes to the bouncer. So, Goodchild doing a good job there, finding the mark, and he closes the gap now to 3-2. So Tyler Goodchild getting it done, but I'd have to say some questionable defense by the Monarchs there. It looked a little lackadaisical. Graydon Power got tied up there, and Goodchild came out for his first of the game. He's got 6 in this early season off the draw. SteelHawks control, and Peroni in there, but that ball gets checked and into the Monarchs bench. So possession will belong to Toronto, and they'll move it up. Good job to hold on to that by Owen Ron. Ron will retreat, give way to Parker Pfeiffer. He'll roll off one, look for another, kicks it well back out, lets that one go, and a good hard shot from Nick Miller. But that will deflected by Kidd and out of play, so it'll stay right here on U30. Portelli will slide over to that right side into that shooter's spot, kick it back over, quick pass, underhand, good save, Kidd. Stuck out that right arm, and Peroni 2 hands on will give the Monarchs another possession. Kick back out, Portelli swinging around and not able to handle that was Miller. That was just a bad pass. And now Peroni will work it up, and they'll set things up half boards with Quinn Highland. Highland will swing it over. Chance here on the run, and Osborne tried to get something going, collects his own rebound. No reset, 10 on the shot clock, give and go. Gone and went. Rebound, good defense by Ethier. Gonna have to hurry. Dying second shot clock. Gonna have to get it off. Gets it off, and a good save made there. Sorry by Kidd. I was calling Martin Kidd and Kidd Martin, so good save there by Kidd. And a bad pass, though, will result in a possession belonging back to Whitby. Malloy. They'll slow things up with Darius Anderson. Anderson will wait for the rest of the offense. Kick it half boards, left side. Ferris. Good no-look pass, and that one stopped there. And a good save by Kidd. And his outlet pass on the money finds follows. We're under 5 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Williams, he'll work it on the right side. Looking for some room, kick it out to Pfeiffer. He'll take it back. Williams, that one right on. Tried to catch Caleb Martin sort of drifting off that post, but Martin made a good recovery, closed that short side right off. And now give and go on the move. Fife took something off, but easy save made there by Martin as that one went right off the shoulder pad, and Whitby now will move it up 4.5 to go here. It's a 3-2 lead for the defending champion Monarchs. Send it over Trent Boyd. Boyd. And almost an over and back, and it is. McGregor couldn't keep it. Play where it lies. Here come the Monarchs now. Patrick Thompson. Thompson And you could see that wasting no time, Patrick Thompson saw an opening and a chance to jump on that ball in transition. He did just that and found the mark. (4-2) in favor of the visiting Monarchs, as they've come out and put together a strong first quarter. Monarchs look very impressive in their rematch with the Brampton Express in week 1, winning that. But since then, they're riding a 2-game losing streak. So this is a big game here. You flip that over to Whitby. They, of course, sitting a perfect 3-0. This, of course, a good test for them. And they'll work it. Good child. Good skip pass. Boyd tried to slip one, and he does. So Trent Boyd with the quick release took a beauty pass from Tyler Goodchild and found the mark. We've got a 4-3 game. If you're not aware of what Trent Boyd can do, you should ask someone, because he's got multiple tools in the toolbox. Off the draw, Kaminga goes for the shot and tried to catch Caleb Martin having a bit of a nap, but Martin wide awake. And the Monarchs now will reset the offense. Portelli will wait for Williams. 3.5 to go. 15 on the shot clock. Follows. Quick first step. On the run. Bouncer. Easy catch. Martin will look. Good outlet on the money. McKinnon. He can't find the mark. Gets his own rebound. Trailer, though, is Leclerc. He can't find that one cleanly. Ball still loose, though. And Leclerc bounces off Follows, but Follows gets some help from his friends, and they'll set things up. Good job, Owen Ron. Ron will stay out there and remain on that right side. Takes the underhand right on the mark. Good save made there by Martin. And another 34, the defending champs. They'll swing it around left side. Working one-on-one. Good defense. Riley Ford stick checked, and that's just some good, solid defense there. And that's the way you got to play it. Cody Hamley getting the job done at the offensive end now. Looking to return that. He'll bring that back to the top and swing it around right side. Get it right back. That one, Osborne tried to feather that in the far corner, missed the mark. Possession back to the Monarchs now. Power will give way to Williams. Williams will keep and then send it over. Follows close to that line and airs it out into the gondola. So an easy turnover results in a possession now for the SteelHawks. We are at the 2-minute warning. Quarter number 1. Harrison will swing it around. Trent Boyd now. Defender on him. Boyd gets a step, puts on the brakes, swings it around back to the left. Harrison gets a screen from Ferris. Him and Boyd working the 2-man game. Good backhand pass. Going to be a delayed penalty coming. In the meantime, between time, play still goes on. Ethier battling in that corner. Picked up SteelHawks. Send it way out to Goodchild. Down low, Harrison. Swings it back out, Goodchild. Kicks it over. Gets it back on the carom. Boyd had a notion and loaded the gun, but some good defense there as that one almost hockeyed right back in. Monarchs still haven't touched it. Finally they do. And an illegal cross-checking call. Wasting no time heading to the penalty box is Patrick Thompson. First power play opportunity for the SteelHawks here. 1-goal game with 1:10 left in this opening quarter. Good crowd on hand, of course, here at Children's Arena. The Six Nations Snipers and the Oshawa Outlaws will follow this one in our Saturday doubleheader here, week 4 of the Arenalacrosseleague. So Pfeiffer will quarterback. He's got Boyd on the right, Goodchild on the left in the shooter spots. And they'll work, the three of them will work it around there. Kick back out. And That's deflected, so no over and back call. We're into the final minute here of this quarter. Pfeiffer, skip pass, and I don't know if that's a shot pass, but there was just a whole way too much on that to be any pass. So that'll roll all the way down into the defensive end of the SteelHawks. Monarchs will play it where it lies, 46.7 seconds remaining here, first quarter. It's been a good one, so that was a 4-minute call. So lots of time to kill here for the Monarchs, 40 seconds on the game clock. Kickover follows on the isolation. That will go up off the rafters. So a low ceiling here at Children's Arena if you've never been here. Not like, say, the barn in Brampton where the rafters are way up there. Here, the outlets have to be just a tad bit harder and lower. 22 seconds on the game clock. Good child. Swinging around. They'll work it around to that right side. Everyone will get a touch. Osborne out there as well on that right crease. Looking good read there and a good job by Kuminga. Kuminga zips it up. Power with a chance. Dying seconds. Power, big save made by Martin. So going to be a penalty called, and that's going to be a slash, and it's going to go to Trent Boyd. So with 2:52 remaining in the major penalty, 2.7 seconds left on the game clock, it looks like Boyd's going to go. So Monarchs now 4-on-4 for 2.7. That one goes right to the net, played off, and that'll do it. 15 in the books. A minute, just under 2 minutes in the Trent Boyd penalty. So right now we're going to go with 4-on-4 here in a one-goal game. Going the other way now. Osborne really loaded that one up, but an easy save there for Kidd. And now it's Kuminga. Has a head of steam going. Lets it go, and it trickles through. So Mason Kuminga picks up his first of the game. It's a transition goal, and it's a 5-3 lead for Toronto. And whatever Bobby DeBrone, who is not on the bench today, his assistant crew taking over, whatever they said as far as attacking is working because they're wasting no time in transition trying to take advantage of every opportunity. And there is no rest for either of these netminders as both teams are pressing on the offensive attack. Off the draw, Heidecker loses it. SteelHawks battle for it, and they get possession. Riley McKinnon, he'll leg it over the timeline. They'll set things up. Now. So a minute 10 left in the minor, 2 minutes left in the major. Pfeiffer digging through, goes airborne, but ran out of real estate, creased the call, and possession now to the Monarchs. One quick pass over the timeline, and they'll set it up on the left side, half boards. Portelli will kick it back out. They'll work it to Follows now on the left. Follows looking for a cutter backhand, and that's a beauty. So the finish was just as good as the pass, and Parker Pfeiffer picks up his second of the game. He's got 8 on the season. And that's just a good job of ball movement by the Monarchs, finding the open man, and they now lead by 6. This is their largest lead of the game. Still 4-on-4 for another 40 seconds. Rowan Kelly. And Kelly now will swing it back out. He'll stay out there on that right side. They'll work it back to the right. Good reverse. And crease the call, and going to be a penalty as you saw McGregor took it strong to the rack but got hauled down. So it looks like the SteelHawks are going to go to another power play, and that's the case. So Kuminga with a goal, and now he will spend some time in the sin bin. SteelHawks will go to work with a man advantage. They are 0 for 1. They did score, though, at just as teams pulled even, and now they'll set it up with Pfeiffer at the top. So 4-on-3, lots of room out there on the blue carpet. No look pass and not able to connect. Going airborne. Power laid the lumber, and a good job as Kidd now will try to work it up. Ethier's going to try to race it down with Ferris. Get some help, though. Dan Williams does a great job to go in and help his teammate. And now the only one in the penalty box, well, Toronto Monarchs. So Williams in there, he's just going to work to kill some clock, and he is doing an outstanding job with doing just that. Leclerc comes away with it, but now Liam Osborne will get it over the timeline. So 5-on-3 here for another 27 seconds. SteelHawks try one. Good save. Kidd stuck out that left pad. Aaron Walker looking for an outlet. Kidd's just going to have to let it go, and there's just – now, I don't know what the call is, Fast Eddie Fines, but so there's not a whole lot of room left in that Monarchs penalty box. With 17 seconds left in the major, a minute left in the minor, and going to be another one. So with 3 in the box, that is going to give the SteelHawks a penalty shot, and it looks like it's going to be Nikolai Ferris up against Andrew Kidd. And Ferris wastes no time, limits the fakes, buries it. And Whitby closes the gap now to 6-4. So with 3 in the box, penalty shot awarded, now 2. So the Monarchs, despite having some lapses, continue to lead here 6-4. So the other penalty goes up on the board. A minute left in the previous penalty, and it'll still be 5-on-3 here for the SteelHawks. So a chance here to close this gap now for Whitby as Peroni will retreat, and they'll set it up on the right side. So lots of room to work with Pfeiffer out there. He'll man the top. They'll play with a safety in Osborne. And Pfeiffer will look for the overhand. Good save by Kidd going the other way. So an outstanding job on a good save. That pass, Boyd couldn't handle it, almost fished out. And now 15 on the shot clock. No look in tight to Boyd. So Boyd tiptoes on the doorstep. And it looks like Goodchild might be getting one, but more importantly, Trent Boyd with a power play marker, his second of the game, and it's 6-5. So in the meantime, between time, and unsportsmanlike call goes to Goodchild. So whatever Goodchild said as far as the chirp goes after the goal was not well received, and it'll cost him a couple minutes to think about it. With 11:45 to go, it's a 1-goal game. Off the draw, Thompson had it, regained it again now, on the move, zips it over. Good pass, better finish. So we'll get you that goal score shortly, but a beauty pass. And they continue to press, so the Monarchs come up with a big answer there. And it's a 7-5 game. Off the draw, Kuminga working hard for it. Rowan Kelly, though, battling, still loose. Kelly does a good job, step over, has Boyd with him. If Kelly can collect it, he'll look and think better of it, send it back out. 50 seconds left in the Toronto penalty, under a minute and a half to go in the Whitby. So 4-on-4. Lots of room with just over 11 minutes to go here, second quarter. Trent Boyd, one-on-one on the flip, working with Pfeiffer, his shot. Good save made. That goes up and out of play. That will go the other way to the Monarchs, and they'll move it up. Follows. Looking for some room. Follows, looking for the dump off. Kicks it back over on the run. Pfeiffer, he'll peel back out. 10 on the shot clock. Pfeiffer, good job on the reverse. Tried to get a little air time. Wasn't able to tuck that one in on Martin. And now the SteelHawks will move it up with Malloy. Malloy will wait for the rest of the offense to filter out. And it's Ferris that'll set things up for Whitby. Still haven't gotten their 4 out there. Osborne will swing it around on the cut. And McGregor. 7 on the shot clock. One-on-one Osborne. Bounces off, looking down low for Fernandez. They couldn't connect, and possession will go the other way. Monarchs will move it up with Chase Eklund. Eklund now will get on his right stick side, retreat to the bench, and he'll give way now to Nick Miller. Miller. Set it up. We're under 10 minutes to go here in this first half. Underhand! And it's a good one for Portelli. So Stephen Portelli in the goal column with his first. And an 8-5 game as that with 1 second left in the man advantage. So the Monarchs do pick up a power play goal there first. And the lead back to 3. So teams finally at full strength now. And that one gets zipped over to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer one-on-one, getting worked over. Power on him, lets him know he's there. Goodchild has some room, and he finds the back of the net. Oh, Tyler Goodchild has been just that. His second of the game is timely and trims that lead back to 2. It's 8-6. .9:26 to go here. That'll be a violation as Sandman Sands all over that. Give possession to Whitby. Now don't mind the constant chatter. I know we've got a few officials in the stands here that like to utilize their expertise. And Henry follows now. That shot right on. Easy save by Martin. Almost snuck through the wickets. But we know no matter what happens, it's always the official's fault. As Anderson will tiptoe over the line and set things up on offense. Left to right, and that shot, a weak one, stopped, and that's going to be 2 hands on. Possession will remain here with Whitby. We're under 9 minutes to go here in the opening half. So I got 9-5 on the counter. And on the scoreboard is probably more accurate than I am. I had it at 8-6, but again, 9-5 the official score as Monarchs now will go to work on offense. Miller working with some room on the left side, gets a screen. Miller had a notion, swinging around to the right. Pfeiffer looking down low, couldn't connect with Riley Ford. Ford gets some help, 5 on the shot clock, got to get that toward the net. They don't. And just in the nick of time, so Whitby now will move it up, and they'll go to work with Cody Hamley. Hamley out there with Highland. Hamley will scamper to the bench and give way to Pfeiffer. And Thompson went down, going to be a penalty, and so we'll see what comes of it. Nothing. So thought we were going to get a penalty call. Instead, we'll do a play on. And the Monarchs will try to add to their lead. Follows. Working with Williams. Williams looking for a screen. He'll pop back out, shovel it. Portelli had his shot deflected, so they're going to keep it right here. That's a good call, as I thought it went off the stick of a defender. Got to watch. It could be the defender stick on stick. That will not change possession. Sorry, that will change possession, but if you do get a stick on it, possession will stay right here. Portelli looking to Williams on the give and go, and a good save made there by Martin. And Martin has had to do the splits on a number of occasions, and with 7:22, we'll go to our officials' timeout. Whitby in possession. They'll set things up now with just over 7 minutes to go here in the half. Work it around right side. Osborne, kick it to the left. They'll swing it around. That shot right off the Monarchs logo by Boyd. So an easy save by Kidd. Possession now belongs to the Monarchs. They'll work it over the timeline and set it up half boards on the right. Fife gets a step, goes airborne, and that's going to be a crease call. So toe on the line when he left the carpet, and a crease will give it back. Rowan Kelly wastes no time. Backdoor opportunity. So boy, oh boy, give Rowan Kelly some credit there, as he did a good job to find Nikolai Ferris on the fly. Ferris buries his second of the game. And I got this a one-goal game at 8-7. So we all know that my counter is sometimes a bit off, questionable, but based on the sheet I got, it's an 8-7 game, and that's what we'll go with right now. Battle for it, and a good job to scoop that up is Ferris. So Ferris right back with the rubber in his pocket, and that'll be Pfeiffer. 6.5 to go here. Oh, one of the Fife crew. They haven't gotten hot yet, but a good quick stick. Almost snuck through by Ferris. That'll be a fresh 30. Good job on the offensive boards by the SteelHawks, and they'll get another chance here on offense. Give and go, and Ferris almost tucked in another one. Walker battling for it with Goodchild, and it's scooped up, so a fresh clock. And that's going to be a penalty, as turning the corner was Ferris. And the SteelHawks are going to go back to work with the man advantage. One for two, and a penalty shot goal for the SteelHawks in this game. And now a whole lot to say from Campbell Parker, but the bottom line is in most places that's an assault charge. You can't wrap your arms around anyone unless you're going to give them a hug. If not, that's the way it rolls. So Whitby back to the power play here. We're under 6 minutes to go. Pfeiffer at the top, working with Boyd and Goodchild on the left and right in the shooter spots. Interchange. Pfeiffer has room, and he rings that one off the post. You could see that he had his sights set on that far corner and picked up some iron in the process. Couldn't find any of the nylon. Pfeiffer setting up. Good skip pass. They do a good job of working it around, and the no-look passes are tough to handle. Pfeiffer goes to the inside this time. They collect the rebound. Osborne, good job to flip it up. Goodchild, another reset. Minute 20 left in the power play. Pfeiffer Quick shot, and it's Ferris one more time. So Ferris back-to-back goals. And we're tied 8-8. So second power play marker of the game for the SteelHawks is a timely one. And more importantly, that'll even things right off. So tough when you're in the middle of the stands of a bunch of scholars because everyone's got something to say. And that'll be a violation. Possession to Toronto. Seems like a day since Toronto's had the ball. And they're finally going to get a chance to work. Their offense certainly well rested. And they're going to need a little something here. Swing around. Remember, of course, the Monarchs missing one of their leading scorers in Jordan Dance. And without the dancer in the lineup, that certainly takes something away, but they're doing a good job filling the void. Miller looking behind the net. Dunker! And almost, but a good job by Caleb Martin to get right back where he should. Follows, collects it, works a new clock. Follows, gets a step, spins back. Twister, nothing doing. Dan Williams was wide open on that right crease. Didn't see him. Miller, inside out, puts that in the gondola. And it'll go the other way. So shot selection a little iffy for the Monarchs, and something's going on here as they're looking. So that stoppage will result in possession to the SteelHawks. And McKinnon will do the inbounds as we're at 4.5 minutes to go here first half. Osborne dumps it over, and a good attempt there by Harrison. Good rebound, though, as Whitby all over the loose balls. Osborne hung in the air, and that's going to be a crease call, and things certainly aren't going to get pretty here as anytime it's working. Great job by the officials to get in there, but they're going to have to step back here as things going on in the crease as it looks like Graydon Powers so I'm not sure why you would take your equipment off and leave it on the carpet and then go to the penalty box, but that seems to be the case with 4:11 to go. Will give Whitby a 5-on-3. So here we go now. SteelHawks with a chance. Pfeiffer out there working with Boyd on the right. Boyd works his way in, makes a great fake and pass. Probably should have just buried it. Either way, give and go, and it's buried. So well executed. Nick Ferris has been tearing it up. That's his 4th goal of the game. Comes courtesy the power play. 3rd power play marker for the SteelHawks, and they lead this one 9-8. So we're just under 4 minutes to go here. Feels like we've had a bit of a break with all that's gone on. And off the draw, Leclerc's going to control it, and he will move it up, and they'll get it to Kelly, Rowan Kelly. He'll survey the situation. And they'll go back to work now with a 5-on-4 advantage. Sorry, looks like a 4-on-4. No, my counter off again. 5-on-4 for another, 4, just under 4.5. 10 on the shot clock. That one gets knocked down. Pfeiffer now. 5 on the shot clock. Dumps it in. Boyd, quick shot right on the mark. Good save made by Kidd. Kidd now will look for an outlet. Zips one up on the bounce. Running under it was Ron. Couldn't hold it. Pfeiffer gets it and flips it out, takes the double team. But Boyd has all kinds of time to collect it. Trent Boyd, 3-on-2. Numbers for the SteelHawks. They'll peel back out, think better of it. Walker does a good job defensively. They swing it around. Osborne's shot goes off a defender. Ball loose now. Battling for it in there and is Goodchild, and the SteelHawks come away. Another delayed penalty coming, but that sneaks through. So I tell you, if Nikolai Ferris touches it. It's goal. That's his 5th goal. Another power play marker on the major penalty. I've got a 10-8 lead now in favor of the SteelHawks. So still 3:40 left in the major penalty. So score is getting closer to being correct as off the draw, Kelly. So Whitby taking full advantage, and that's almost a thought to blow the whistle on that screen and roll. But Osborne now will work it down, swing across to the left side. They'll kick it back out. Everyone will get a touch. Pfeiffer at the top. Skip pass on the cut. Boyd can't find the sidearm. Collects his own rebound. No backhand pass looking for Ferris. 4 on the shot clock. Need a shot. And they get one. Trent Boyd on Namula. 3rd of the game. And boy, Whitby has exploded here. So 11-8 is the score I've got in favor of the SteelHawks. 2:18 to go here in this first half, and there's been a whole lot. Back at it here with just over 2 minutes to go. Always good when the crowd wants to volunteer and help out the league. That's fantastic. We will take you at any point in time, as Whitby will continue to work with the man advantage now. Another 5-on-4, so Whitby has been deadly with the man advantage. They've got 5 power play goals and a penalty shot goal to take advantage, and they lead this one by 3. Monarchs now will move it up. And they'll set things up now. So Toronto just trying to look to get back to full strength, as that fighting major really cost them. And now they're going to work trying to burn some clock. 7 on the shot clock. That shot from way out from Pfeiffer, and that's going to get smothered, crease the call. And the SteelHawks now will work it up into the offensive end with Osborne. Osborne will flip. Boyd, Pfeiffer, and Osborne have been out there for what seems like an eternity, as they are the power play unit. They have been deadly. Ferris as well has chipped in with 5 goals in this game. Fife Dog, his sidearm, looking for the 5-hole. That got closed up. Kid zips the outlet pass now, and here comes Ethier, and again, so Mason Kaminga. Now, I won't say Mason Kaminga picking on Pfeiffer, but you got to feel like Kaminga's the aggressor there. I don't know if any words were exchanged. But if Toronto doesn't get it together and spend more time in the penalty box, then so Kaminga's going to go for a slash. SteelHawks going to go on another power play. So 6 power play opportunity. We're into the final minute here of this first half. Boyd, Pfeiffer working out there with Goodchild. And Whitby offense just going right to work like practice out there. Ferris will collect it. 42 on the game clock. Pfeiffer. Goodchild working that left side. Fife Dog with a good fake down wide open. Boyd had a good opportunity. Goodchild elects to take when it goes off a defender. 26 seconds left in the game clock. Good job to get it out of there by Ethier. Ethier dodges 1, then 2 defenders, zips that over, gets it to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer's going to go for a run. He's going to draw a double team, scampers out of there. Peroni on him. Pfeiffer, 10 seconds left on the game clock. Flips off. Portelli, reverse, gets that one right on, but that's just wide of the mark, so that's going to do it. 30 in the books. Felt like 80. We'll be back with the third quarter. All set to go here for second half. Everything's been rectified as far as the score goes, and it's 11-8 in favor of the SteelHawks. And still some time to kill for the Monarchs as they've still got a couple in the box, so they'll look to burn some clock here on a 5-on-3 for another 37 seconds as Pfeiffer's going to go for a bit of a run, swinging around to Follows. Follows, slippery when wet, got to keep an eye on him. Got lots of good moves, draws a double team. They're going to put the pressure on him. Follows is going to go by and get a shot off right on target. Almost scooped that up off the crease carpet. And now Whitby will set things up. 10 seconds to go in the two-man advantage. Boyd, Pfeiffer, Harrison out there. He'll filter out late to that left shooter spot, and they'll look for an opening. 7 on the shot clock. Boyd steps in. Pfeiffer's going to let it go. Looking 5-hole, scooped up. Good job by Kidd. Looks the back door. Zips that. And had Kuminga. And that was a bullet outlet pass. Good job. Good recovery. Kuminga takes the shot. That gets blocked. SteelHawks now looking to go the other way, and they do get over the timeline with Ferris. He has been the man. Red hot. 5 goals in the first half. He'll think better of it now with the penalty over, and dare I say we're playing 5-on-5 lacrosse for what seems like been a long time. Hamley swinging around. Ferris, 10 on the shot clock. Looking to Boyd, but he was covered tightly, and here come the Monarchs now. They'll race up over into the offensive end. Good move, Owen Ron. He'll pull it back out. Bad pass. Chance now for SteelHawks, but a defender waiting in Kuminga. That bouncer had too much, goes up and out of play, and it'll quickly go back the other way. So just to clarify, Logan Monroe, who had a goal for the Monarchs and a fighting major, has been ejected. Chance here. Big save made there by Martin. Good solid cross check from Dan Williams, but SteelHawks keep rolling along. Hamley's shot right on. Monarchs counter the other way. If you blink, you'll miss it. Portelli, he'll peel back out, look for something, and they'll set things up. Follows. So the Monarchs were looking for a little momentum. They've killed that penalty off, didn't give up anything, so that's an accomplishment in itself. Fife Dog swings it back on Follows. Quick shot save. So Caleb Martin has been up to his game early on here in this third quarter. Kelly now will peel out and let the rest of the offense go to work. Goodchild. He's been just that with 2 goals in the first half. Half boards, left side. 10 on the shot clock, going deep into that count. Quickly zipped over. Quick shot from Harrison right on. Rebound scooped up and moved up by the Monarchs. Aaron Walker can't get it cleanly. He'll try to play it off the bounce. Instead, it'll be Martin. And a one-pass good outlet will send away the SteelHawks in Highland. Boyd, right side, has some room. Boyd thought about it, dumped it off in traffic. That shot wide of the mark from Osborne. That'll be a fresh 30. Kick it back to Boyd. And just too much going on in there. We'll turn it over, give it back to Toronto. And they'll set it up with Patrick Thompson. Thompson lofted it up. Portelli does a good job to get a handle on that lob pass as we inch towards the 11-minute mark here, third quarter. That shot and a good one from Campbell Parker goes up, airborne, and the rebound scooped up. SteelHawks on the run. Leclerc finds a trailer. Osborne took a good, solid hit there, and we've got an injured player on the floor. Not quite sure if it was the hit that was delivered, but Nick Miller, he's going to hobble off to the bench, and I don't know if it was that body check that he laid there that he may be feeling, or hopefully he's just shaken and not stirred, and he'll be back. SteelHawks back to the attack. Osborne curls back out. Good child. Gets a step. Good child on the run. Goes to the bouncer. Stopped though. And kid makes another one but can't. The rebound picked up. And I tell you, for a big man, Jeff Fernandez tiptoeing around that crease to pick up his first of the game. So 12-8 in favor of the SteelHawks. As they increase their lead, they get the first one here in this third quarter. Off the draw, picked up by the Monarchs. So my apologies, it was not Logan Monroe that was ejected. It was actually Nolan Power that got tossed. And Monroe still in the game for the Monarchs. So Whitby will set it up. They have held most of the possession here, certainly in that second leading up to this third. And they have continued to hold court since then. Ron looking for a screen, and that's not going to work from Thompson no matter where you are. And possession back to Whitby. Quick pass up, and they'll set it up now with Goodchild. Goodchild looking in, that pass gets knocked down, and on the run, here come the Monarchs. Pfeiffer changes direction, dumps it over, but that was telegraphed, and there's going to be a too many men on the floor call, and it looks like it could be against Whitby, but we'll see. So that is the case. Too many on the floor. And Toronto will get a much-needed power play, their first of the second half. They're 1 for 2 with a man advantage. And they're going to need something here to get back in this one, slow the roll. 5 unanswered by the SteelHawks. Been a while since the Monarchs have filled the back of the net. To work here with follows. No look pass to Portelli. Can't connect that cleanly. Good job by Martin to get on that. He outlets to Kelly. Kelly now will try to swim his way out of trouble. Dodges 2, flips it into the corner. Williams in there with Boyd. Williams will do a good job on the box out. He'll get it, collect it, and the Monarchs now will move it up over the timeline. Portelli will stop, set up shop. Go to work with 1:20 left in the man advantage. Pfeiffer. Get it back. Goes to the sidearm. So if ever there was a good time for Parker Pfeiffer, that was it. Second power play of the game, marker in this game for Toronto. More importantly, though, trims that deficit now to 12-9. So it goes to show you how important special teams are here in the Arenalacrosseleague. With 8.5 to go, can certainly affect the outcome of the game. So discipline the key here. Harrison will set it up. They'll work it over to Goodchild. Touch on the left, back to the right. Pfeiffer. Harrison has some room, tried to go 5-hole. That's right on. Stop made by Kidd. That was through a crowd, and now Thompson will get it over the timeline. We're at the 8-minute mark here, third quarter. Pfeiffer. Defending champs trailing here. A 5-goal run by Whitby has given them the lead. This has been their first lead of the game. Tried to slide that over top of Martin. Couldn't do it now, and Anderson now will move it up in a hurry to McKinnon. McKinnon will take a chop on the arm, set up, and he goes to the top corner. So how about that? Blink of an eye, Riley McKinnon filling the back of the net for his first of the game. So Whitby with another answer now, 13-9 the score. McKinnon just does a good job in transition. He sort of pulls up just a bit of a hesitation there, and then steps into one, and That may have fooled Andrew Kidd to thinking that he was just going to set up the offense. Instead, it's a BB in the top corner. Off the draw, and that's going to be possession to Toronto as Peroni. And going to the attacks, Pfeiffer, and his backhand just stopped. And it gets taken away. It's going to be a penalty. So Pfeiffer, he feels like the stick was hanging outside of the crease area. The rule is you touch the goalie at all when he's in his crease is an automatic penalty. So I think Mark Sands, Eddie Fines are right in their call. So Pfeiffer just a little over exuberant. So first power play of the second half for the SteelHawks. They had 6 in the first half, picked up 5 goals, including a goal on a penalty shot. So that has been the difference in this game. Good pressure from Toronto as Thompson extends the D a bit. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Pfeiffer out there, usual suspects in Goodchild and Boyd. And they'll work that around. Slide over on the shift. Look for the cutter. Kick over. Good shot from the top. Blocked as Patrick Thompson certainly didn't block that willingly. That one, good toe save made by Kidd. And Kuminga and Boyd. And they'll let them play on. But Mason Kuminga's been in the middle of pretty much everything here in this game so far. As the SteelHawks now will try to capitalize one more time with a 4-goal lead. Going to be another delayed penalty and some more crying from the Toronto bench. That one gets knocked down, and good job by Pfeiffer to battle through, and that'll be an interference call. So Toronto, and it looks like Thompson's going to go head to the penalty box. So illegal cross-check will open the door again for Whitby. So Toronto's certainly not helping their own cause. You can cry me a river, but the point is you got to play the game the right way. And with just under 6.5 to go, defending champs may need to brush up on that just a bit here as Whitby trying to spread the gap. On the run, and that one, good job to get the stick in the shooting lane. Kuminga, another good save, Kidd. Backhand, another good save. So Kidd standing tall here to keep his team in this. Makes 3 good saves in a row, and that one just gets launched into the netting, and possession will go up the other way with Whitby. So 36 seconds left in the first penalty, 1.5 in the second penalty. And we're under 6 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Goodchild. And Ferris has been money in the bank here in this game. That's his 6th goal. Another power play marker. And a whole lot of chirping as whatever happened with Nathan Ethier, he's not happy. But it's funny how when you're losing, you're never happy. So with that said, 14-9 to score. So largest lead of the game, 5 goals. That's where it is here. Whitby in control. Still got 1:20 left on the man advantage. So Nikolai Ferris has had the Midas touch. The Whitby power play has been deadly. And Toronto still trying to regroup here. Haven't really played a whole lot of lacrosse 5-on-5. Boyd, good kick out, good ball movement. And Pfeiffer stepped into that. Kidd, good save. Another 30. 50 seconds left in the man advantage. Good passing. You can tell SteelHawks feeling that. Everything's connected. And Kidd puts an end to that. Bounce one and lets Follows run to it, but he outran it. And there could be too many on the floor. This time is going to be the case, and it looks like it will go to Whitby. So with 36 seconds left in the penalty, looks like the Monarchs will get a break. And they will get just their fourth power play opportunity, 2 for 3 with the man advantage, but that won't come for another 30-plus seconds as we'll go 4-on-4 here. Portelli clears away, walks right in. Good save from Martin. As he smothers it, scoops it, he'll roll out, look for some help. He'll just loft it up, and they can't beat the 8-second count, so possession to Toronto. Pfeiffer dumps it down low. Tic-tac, no toe. No reset either, and Toronto now will set up their offense. Dying seconds, they now are officially on the power play for 1:20. Toronto, defending champs, need something. Pfeiffer underhand, that one's stopped. He'll get his own rebound. Set up again, another chance here, Miller, and he can't beat Caleb Martin. Martin now will look and just send it to an empty corner. Good job by Osborne to go get it. He's got Williams on him. Under a minute to go in the penalty, and Whitby will look to burn some clock. Harrison will try to get a step. Miller bounces him out. Harrison puts on the brakes, peels back around, gets a shot off wide of the mark. Good job by Osborne just to keep it in the offensive end. Job well done by the SteelHawks. And Toronto now, with 3:40 to go here in this third, will try to move it up and cut into this deficit. Portelli out there with Pfeiffer, and Williams working on that right side. They'll work it back to the left. 10 on the shot clock. On the interchange, Pfeiffer ducks in, has his stick checked, and we're going to get an interference call. Man, it looks like it's going to go to Whitby, and that's the case. So it looks like Rowan Kelly, the guilty party. Monarchs again. So for 14 seconds, the Monarchs with a two-man advantage. 3:16 to go here. Let's see if they try to capitalize quick on the first and get a 2-for-1. Williams working. 6 in the penalty. Down low. Dump. Follows. Kick out. Miller lets it go. With 1 second left in that penalty, they get the goal. So well executed by the Monarchs. Third power play marker of this game. Miller's second. And now 1:47 to work with the man advantage for Toronto, trailing by 4. Off the draw, Kuminga does everything in his power to take Peroni out the play, and now Williams will set it up. Out there with Portelli. Miller inches his way in. Dump over. Williams goes, almost had that side, but a good save made by Martin. 1:20 to go in the man advantage. 2.5 to go here, third quarter. That one knocked down by Cody Hamley. It's going to be loose, and a good job by SteelHawks. They were outworked and hustle. It's Osborne. Puts on the brakes, peels inside. Osborne thinks better of it. Gets pushed to the boards by Portelli. Good job by Liam Osborne. So a big possession for the SteelHawks to work some clock. Osborne takes a beating, but he keeps on rolling. That shot wide of the mark, that'll be a violation. And possession to Toronto with under 2 minutes to go here in the third. Pfeiffer will set it up, working with Williams. They'll do the two-man game. Miller will step into that top spot. Riley Ford. Miller's still in that left shooter. No look pass to no one, and it goes out of play, and a whole lot of balls go out of play here. Short glass, and the glass isn't high at the ends, so that makes it challenging for everyone involved. Ferris will set it up. 1.5 to go here, third quarter. Whitby's just going to try to kill it. Final 10 seconds here of the man advantage for Toronto. But they can kill this one, and they do. So the SteelHawks do a good job killing off that penalty, and good no call there as just a little mix-up. Play will go back to it, and now Kuminga will move it up for Toronto. We are into the final minute here of quarter number 3. Follows. Looking for some help. Finds it behind the net. Looking inside. Ill-advised pass to Ford. He was tightly covered. Martin with a good outlet pass, and they'll loft it up to Anderson. He'll get over the timeline. 40 seconds left in the quarter. Set it up at the top with Fernandez. He'll swing it around. And they'll work it with Boyd. Boyd, he's going to let that rip. Gets knocked down. Good job by Kuminga. 5 on the shot clock. Good child. Dumps it down, and great patience. How about Jeff Fernandez coming alive here in the third with his second of the quarter? So with 19.4 seconds, Jeff Fernandez works the shortest of short sides and beats Andrew Kidd for his second of the game, and it's 15-10. Off the draw, Monarchs scoop it up in Ethier. He bounces off a couple, wrong stick side, so he'll kick it back out. Pfeiffer will work it, and now they'll swing it around Heidecker. He'll remain out there. Follows. 5 seconds left in the quarter. That pass goes up. We'll stay right here. 3.5. Play on. Here comes the Fife dog. His shot steered aside. And that's going to do it. We've played 3. 15-10. SteelHawks back with the fourth. Like we alluded to before, opening up week 4, of course, it was a big win for the Peterborough Timbermen over the Brampton Express last night to open up the week of action, and now back to it here as we've got a 5-goal lead for the SteelHawks coming into this final 15. Toronto trying to get something going here. Follows. Chased out by Kelly. Coughs it up. Kelly going to look on the outlet in the basket. Kelly, wrong stick side, and too much bounce on the ounce. Couldn't find the 4x4, and it'll go the other way. So good transition opportunity. Comes up empty for Whitby, and now Toronto will go back to work on offense with Nick Miller. Miller will swing it across. Looking for Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer, quick skip pass, follows. Follows, tries to duck through 2. Defense too tight, and Pfeiffer had that knocked down and scooped up. So good defensive play and effort by Darius Anderson as he almost had the theft and a good outlet pass for an assist. And Miller now will flip Monarchs. Dodge a bullet there, back to work on the run. Portelli, but he is harassed, and it's taken from him by James Malloy. That touches the screen, and possession will remain right here with the Monarchs. Pfeiffer will settle it down, skipping on over. Miller, isolated one-on-one left side. Gets a screen from Follows, not a good one. Quick release. That gets knocked down, and Whitby does such a good job sticking those sticks into passing and shooting lanes. They make it difficult for Toronto. That's exactly what they're doing here. Anderson will tiptoe over the timeline and get a defender on him. He'll do a little shuck move and create some space, get it over. Good child. They'll work it down to the left side. Harrison had time to unload, and he did just that. Picking up his first of the game. He's got 7 on the season. And the lead now 6, 16-10 for the SteelHawks. So coming in, the question was whether or not Toronto was going to be able to bounce back from losing 2 previous games. and whether or not the SteelHawks could continue with their consistency, having won their first 3. Well, you can turn the page, but with 13:04 to go, Whitby continues to look strong. As Andrew Kidd's going to get his wardrobe taken care of. A little extra tape around the toe guard. And you can bet down 6 he's not going to run back to that net. He'll take a minute. Stick around, Six Nations Snipers, Oshawa Outlaws follow this one here. So a great day of action from Children's Arena in Oshawa, Ontario. Off the draw, Heidecker fighting for it, but it's picked up, and all the loose balls going in favor of the SteelHawks. This one, though, scooped up by Kidd. He'll flip it, and the Monarchs now will go to work. So follows. He'll survey, finally gets it over and finds Ford. Ford at the sidearm, steered aside. Good save there by Caleb Martin. Has tightened things up here in the second half, as has the Whitby defense. They have been extremely stingy and tight, as you can see. Late check from Williams, swing around. Ford, another quick shot, and he takes a hard hit. That's going to be a penalty. And a good job by Follows to keep it in the offensive end. So a delayed penalty now coming to Whitby. Follows with 2 on the shot clock, and that's going to send Toronto back to the power play. It'll be their 6th power play of the game. They are 3 for 5 with the man advantage. So when Toronto has gotten a power play, they've taken advantage of it. Problem is they have been playing shorthanded more than they have with the man advantage. And with 12:01 to go here, they got a lot of work to do, trailing by 6. Miller and Follows on that left side. Fife Dog at the top. And they'll work it to the right. Fife has room. That one, a good save made there by Martin. Another 30. Toronto back to work. Miller. They'll work that to Follows. He'll play the carom. Goes right back to Miller. Miller now no-look pass on the cut. Kick back out Portelli. Fife Dog, Portelli, 2-man game. 10 on the shot clock. Williams. Good no-look. Miller with that shot right on. Stopped, though, by Martin. And a good outlet pass will send away Leclerc. Leclerc looking for one. Good hands by Fernandez as he looked to reach out and touch someone and haul that long pass in. Possession still belongs to Whitby with a minute to kill here. Osborne draws the double team, tries to split the D, keeps it, gets a bouncer off, and a good save by Kidd. And Nick Miller now will be a little more deliberate in the offensive end. 45 seconds left in the man advantage. Toronto needs something here. They're going to have to chip away at this lead. Whitby has not given up a whole lot of runs, meaning more than 2 in a row. Pfeiffer hasn't been able to heat up too tough here in this game as they're on him. Neither is Williams, as the Whitby defense has been tight. Good job to race out of there by Cody Hamley. Hamley loses it, and Thompson now counters the other way. Monroe not able to get a shot off, and it's picked up and moved up by Martin and Anderson now. As we inch toward the 10-minute mark, penalty over now, teams back to full strength. So it's going to take a lot for Toronto now. They haven't been able to do a whole lot 5-on-5, but they've been able to do even less when they're short. Pfeiffer, good stick fake, ducks in, thinks better of it. May go again, good swim move, 4 on the shot clock, behind the net, kick back out. Boyd couldn't handle that, and that possession's going to go right back to Toronto. Pfeiffer's going to try to take advantage, and that's going to be a delay of game penalty for sure. So no argument there, but one Fife dog wasn't going to let the other Fife dog get the upper hand. So he's going to head on over to the pound and sit for 2 and back to work on the power play go the Monarchs. 7th power play opportunity for Toronto, 9:36 to go here. So we'll see if the Monarchs can't show a little life here. And Bulge the Twine get back in this one. Ford at the top. Contested pass, Portelli. Williams looking over and follows, but the split's done by Martin. Keeps that out from passing the goal line. They'll reset now, Toronto. Follows. Williams in tight. What a save! Oh my. Caleb Martin standing on his head as he robs Dan Williams. Going to be an illegal cross-checking call, as it looks like Cody Hamley's going to make the guilty trot to the penalty box. That is the case. So the Monarchs, the door opens up. Window of opportunity now with a 5-on-3 for 1:17. Trailing by 6. We're under 9 to go here in the 4th. Toronto looking desperately for a win here. The SteelHawks trying to stay unbeaten. They're sitting at a perfect 3-0. Follows. We'll kick it back out. Miller time. Miller off the crossbar. So that'll stay right here. 55 seconds remaining in the first penalty. You got to figure Toronto's got to go for a 2-for-1 here, at least try to get a couple goals out of this 2-man advantage. Williams has slide to the top now from the crease. He'll try to gap the triangle. Follows another good save made by Martin. My, oh my. When Martin's needed to, he has stood tall for the SteelHawks. Peroni. They'll look to work some clock. 33 seconds remaining to kill here in the first penalty. McGregor is going to go for a run. Bounces off a check. Dumps it in the corner. Has it knocked out. Patrick Thompson now. Numbers for the Monarchs. Thompson. Long strides. Thompson, and that's going to be an interference call. There's no such thing as a legal screen that looks like that. And possession will work up the other way to Whitby. Under 8 minutes to go here. Osborne. He'll be in no hurry. 10 seconds to kill the first penalty. Looking at Toronto's body language, they seem like they've just run out of some gas here. Could use a little recharge on the phone. Either way, 5 on the shot clock. That shot right on. So now Toronto's going to pick it up with 30 seconds left in the man advantage. Couldn't take advantage of the 5-on-3. Going to try to sneak one out here. Follows. He's been quiet in this game. Had some opportunities, but hasn't buried as many as his team needs to. And you can tell Toronto missing Jordan Dance, of course. And that one is a beauty. You could call it what you want, but no one does it like that young fella does it in Henry Follows. So on cue, a power play goal for the Monarchs. Follows picks up his first of the game. He's got 8 so far this season, and it's 16-11. So with 7:04 to go, the deficit 5. And if you haven't tuned into the Arena Lacrosse League very often, you have to understand that players are called up and down between the All and the National Lacrosse League. So for coaches, that's the challenge. You could have a roster Friday, but Saturday morning that roster changes, and you may not have your best player or two. So that's just part of the development of coaches, as well as Kuminga gets a shot at working hard to get in tight. That'll be a fresh 30 now as we are getting close to the 6.5-minute mark. So money time here for the Monarchs. They're going to need a run here to get back in it. That's not going to do it. And neither is getting a penalty at this stage. So Peroni and Portelli set to go here after our Final officials timeout. 6:25 to go here, fourth quarter. 5-goal game, Whitby in control here. They have possession. So coincidental minors will offset each other, and we'll play 4-on-4. Lots of space out there. Doesn't look like it at Children's Arena, but there actually is. Good move made by Goodchild. He takes a check, still has possession. Great job by Goodchild. Works it, Pfeiffer, swinging around Boyd. Boyd's going to step into one. That one's on the mark, saved by Kidd. Rebound loose. Boyd battles for it. Whole lot of hacking going on in there. Boyd gets up with it. Had it, lost it. And good job by the SteelHawks to win that battle. So the extra effort going in favor of the SteelHawks. And it's Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer surveys. Aaron stick laying down. That belongs to Anderson. He manages to pick that up. 8 on the shot clock. Fife Dog, 1-on-1. Matched up. His shot well wide of the mark, and that'll be possession to Toronto. Play it where it lies. And it'll be the other Fife Dog scooping that up. He'll swing it around. Work to Williams. Williams will kick it back out. They'll work it to the left. Follows. Feeling it now. Works it. Portelli. Miller time. Goes sidearm. Good shoulder save made there by Martin. As Caleb Martin has been stellar between the pipes here. Miller ducks in. Takes a check. Miller has room. That one steered aside. So another good save. May have got part of the stick, part of the post, but we're under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. Fife Dog. Good reverse direction, and Miller's shot right on. 30 more to work with Toronto. Running out of time, though. Time on the side of the SteelHawks. Miller had that one knocked down. Good job battling in there as Miller, and it looks like Edwards mixing it up, and they're going to more than mix it up. So give Miller some credit, as Scott Edwards more than a handful. May have has a few inches on him for sure, but we'll give the takedown to Miller. Either way, when you look up at the scoreboard, it's still a 5-goal deficit. 7 seconds left in the initial coincidental minors, and almost picked off. McGregor has a clear path, goes to the underhand, but he telegraphed that shot. Kidd read it, and a good outlet pass in the basket now. On the run, Monarchs trying to capitalize. That shot deflected. Rebound picked up, great save. Caleb Martin coming up big, and now Osborne. Doesn't have the numbers, he'll think better of it. Hits a trailer, and looks like they're going to set things up. So 5-minute fighting majors will take both combatants out of this one. They'll serve that. And now Pfeiffer gets manhandled. No call on the play, and Kuminga on the run. Almost fished out and almost tried to dunk attempt. Rebound buried by Pfeiffer. So Parker Pfeiffer, right place at the right time. The pocket is fourth. And with 3:32 to go, Monarchs still alive. Just a good job, as a whole lot going on down there, but Pfeiffer read the play and scooped up that loose ball and put it in the back of the net in the blink of an eye. So the deficit now 4. Whitby, by any stretch, cannot play keep away, and they'll pick it up, and it's Peroni. So Pfeiffer now. He's going to set it up. Gets a screen with Kelly. The flip. They can't connect. And it'll swing back. They'll try it again. Two-man crew right side. That shot on the mark by McGregor picked up. Monarchs now with a chance. Just over 3 minutes to go. Ethier looking, swings it out, back trailer. Good pass, Portelli couldn't get a lot on it. Good defense by Anderson. And the flip up will send away Malloy. He'll work it to Kelly. Kelly. And you could see Kidd was coming out of the net. Makes a good save there. And that's through the crease. Possession to Toronto. Look for Kidd. Kidd will exit stage left. Walker gets harassed there. He's going to let the offense go to work. Delayed penalty coming to Whitby. Looks like it's going to be too many. And that goes up out of play. And a slashing call. That keeps the door open for a possibility, but they're going to have to hurry here. They don't have a whole lot of time to work it around, give everyone a touch, and go from there. They're going to have to attack right away. Portelli out there, Fife Dog at the top. Good hands to hold on to that. Trying to duck in. Williams couldn't get any room. Good defense by Kelly. Kick back out, Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer tees it up. Oh, give me a bark, Fife Dog. One more time. That's his 5th goal of the game. And more importantly, that closed the gap now to 3. So Parker Pfeiffer has been a man on a mission. Not sure if that whole brotherly thing's given him some extra motivation. Maybe that and the score. But with 2:16 left, we'll see if Whitby can't play this one out. They seem to be clinging by the skin of their teeth right now. So we'll see if Toronto now can keep the pressure going. Off the draw, Monarchs pick it up. Good stick check there, though, on the pocket pick by Osborne. And that may prove very, very costly. Delayed penalty coming to Toronto. So Toronto putting a wrench in their own plans of a comeback. Whitby's just going to try and work some clock here. Time on their side. They'll keep it well outside what should be a dotted half circle. That pass zipped right by Thompson's ear. And shot clock will set it up. And Toronto now with a hold. So we'll see who is guilty of that. But looks like it may be Portelli. I stand corrected. Mason Kuminga, very familiar with that penalty box here in this game, as he'll enter it one more time with 1:37 to go. And back to work go Whitby. Now Whitby certainly in no hurry here. They can keep it on the outside, 1.5 to go, and they can burn this one right down. So Pfeiffer and Boyd well aware of that. Good veteran core on this team, as they are aware of what needs to be done. Toronto's going to have to extend their defense and spread it out. 5 on the shot clock. That shot from Ferris is knocked down, and that will give Whitby another fresh 30. 1.5 to go to man advantage. More importantly, 1:05 though left in this game. Pfeiffer will keep it way out into the final minute here. So not a whole lot the Monarchs are going to be able to do here except watch that clock tick down. 10 on the shot clock. 45 on the game clock. And that's the case. Late shot. Kidd, good job right there, but 39.9 seconds. Kidd's going to exit stage left one more time. And Toronto's going to scoop it up and give it their last go. Pfeiffer got a head of steam going, dumps it over, passed it where his teammate was. Portelli gets manhandled, and now Whitby's going to bring it out. Osborne decides to keep it away, and that's a good decision as the SteelHawks are going to come away with the W here. 15 seconds left on the game clock on a well-fought game. Toronto jumped out early, but Whitby found their mark, found their groove, and got on a roll. Took advantage with a 5-goal spurt. And the buzzer goes. That will do it here. 16-13 in favor of the SteelHawks. They up their record down to a perfect 4-0. The Monarchs fall to 1-3. Stick around. Game 2, 5 o'clock start right here. We'll see you soon.